Survey says it's working. Okay. So we have one demo to review today. This is from Lars L4AS. Well, L4RS, so I'm assuming it's Lars. 4 is usually an A. He has 4,700 hours. I'd love to get a demo review. Smart guy. So this is the game. I had a 6-week pause from CSGO because blah blah blah. I also changed my sensitivity because my muscle memory was fucked up, and it felt better. So my aim may not be on point 100%. Blah blah blah. He hit face at level 10, and then he lost 500 elo to go all the way back down to face it level 7. And he has no specific questions for the demo. So, let's get into it. Alright, so Inferno, starting off T side. Let's turn the volume down a bit. I believe that he is from Germany. Makes sense with the names we see. Let me actually close those as well. And I'll turn the volume down a little bit more. So he nades up to car. He knows that there's a guy there. He's not asking for teammate support at all, which is kind of a little risky. Finally, a teammate comes by and helps. Good job. So he didn't tunnel vision at all. He noticed that the banana guy wasn't really pushing, and his teammates A needed help, so he looked towards A and helped his teammates. Very good. I also like the knife. Once again, another nade. Nice straight B rush. Little sloppy, but we get the kill. Yeah, one thing you need to be careful there is, yes, there was a gap on the left side of the smoke, but everybody was taking that one route. Maybe somebody needs to run through that smoke instead of just lining up. If somebody would have peeked from Coffin, they would have had a very good chance of getting a collateral, which you were just kind of setting yourself up for. How's it going, guys? Albin Rex. So you're mixing it up. So far, every single round, you've gone to a different position, which isn't too bad for the first couple, but let's see if that is a continued theme throughout this. Your crosshair placement's a little lazy. Like, you didn't really do too good of a job clearing off all the angles, and you just entered top mid with bomb. I get that everybody else is coming mid, and so it doesn't really matter if you have bomb, since if you die, somebody will be there to pick it up. But it's a good habit to drop bomb before you run out if you're the first one out, or even second person out. And it was just an eco strat, so nothing was really expected there. Alright, looks like you're staying towards apps. You were going to throw that molly. Way too late to throw that molly, and you already had a teammate throw it. No real point in throwing that. Now you're going to nade down to boiler door. Not bad. Pre-aim that. I personally, when I come around that long haul corridor, I crouch peek it, just because they probably have decent crosshair placement holding that. It's not mandatory, and it's not a wrong play necessarily to not crouch peek it. I just wanted to give a little insight onto what I do. I like that little flashbang coming out, and 3 people arch. Hypothetically, you would want to swing arch with somebody else top mid, but you didn't really have teammates alive, so it's understandable that that didn't happen. They all died pretty quickly into the round, and you were left alive to peek that all by yourself. I do like that you're trying to use the HE at the start of the round. Just try to get some sort of advantage with utility damage. It's not a bad idea. Let's see what you do from here. Because it looks like they're going to try to retake banana and possibly swing it. But on radar, it looks like they're just going to hold a crossfire. So you're going to go for a top peek here. Not the worst angle. And you get the first kill. Good idea. Good idea. You get the pick, and then all you have to do is fall off. Because the other guy's waiting for you to push up. And now it's a 2v2. And you know that the guy on A is dead. There's probably one guy on B. So you guys can push up. Ooh, but he's pushing through banana. He might catch you guys off guard. You're lucky that bomb needed to be recovered from alt. You might still get both. Oh, no, your teammate saved you. So you drop op. You stick with the AK. How's it going? Also, reminder, if you want your demo reviewed, click the link. It's on the top of the description. It's a bit.ly. And go ahead and sign up. And I'll get to it. Probably if you send me all the information, I can get to it today. Right after this demo. But if you don't have a demo on hand ready to go, I can get to it next weekend. I do this every single Sunday. So, very good timing on that jump spot. If you would have jump spotted like 2 seconds earlier, you wouldn't have seen him and he would have heard you. So you got pretty lucky timing there. Again, you have bomb and you're running out. That is something that you want to be careful of. Also, reloading in that position. I get the want to reload. You were down 11 bullets, but it's too late at that point. You're already too far swung out. Maybe just deal with it. And you have an opper behind you, so you need to just swing out. You can't wait for him to get the entry. You need to be the one to make the space for your team. And now you're left down to 6 bullets, and you go for the reload. Coffin isn't clear yet. A guy could easily swing Coffin. Dark isn't clear. Behind New Box isn't clear. Lots of places are not clear. But luckily for you, they're on pistol. So this round is still very losable. You're pretty low. Your opera has to get a kill here. He knows that both are coming from banana. Yeah, I'm fairly sure you lose this. Oh. Aw, NT, my guy. You would have had to get the ace. Couple things you could have done differently that would have left you with more HP there, but at the end of the day, you shouldn't be expected to ace 1v2 clutch to win a round. That falls on your teammates. So he goes for a re-peek. You get the good kill on him. Nice way of something small that he's doing that people may not pick up on is that if he gets peeked from an angle and they see where he is, he repositions before they re-peek. So they're expecting him to stay in the same spot, but he comes up from a different spot, which catches them off guard. That's why he's been able to get the last 2 picks. So you smoke banana off, not a bad play. Drop bomb to a teammate, even better of a play. Now it's crunch time. Time for you to help on site. So bomb's planted, so you have no reason to rush onto site. Your teammates get 1 kill. So now it is a 3v2. You get another kill, make it really easy on your team. Flank this guy, and good job. Way to not waste your time flanking the guy Moto. Very good instinct of just running there, not waiting for, or not hesitating, not having second thoughts about it, not second guessing yourself. Very good job at just going straight for it. So far, what I've noticed is crosshair placement needs to be a little bit better. That nade needs to be thrown earlier. That's not something that I've noticed. It's just this molly. So that's a long haul molly. I understand throwing that. Yeah. See how that lands towards long haul? It bounces off the door. So that's not the worst. Helps you clear that a little bit. Not too bad. I really also enjoy... Uh-oh, never mind. I was going to say how you get the pick and you fall off. But you didn't really fall off there. And, I mean, it's unexpected for them to have the double stack and long haul, so that's okay. Maybe you want to work on that lineup a little bit more since it's taken you a second to do it, and they could already be pushed down. That's the problem with throwing that molly, is that it works great if they're just front long haul and they're waiting for you. But if they go for the quick push down, one, you're not there because it takes you longer to line up the molly and all that. You're not there to just easily get the kill. And with the molly, you have a false sense of security, but they could just push through it. So that is the one downside of that, and I'm glad that was exposed. And you're going to continue to throw the same molly. What they may have noticed was that that molly lands a second earlier, or a second too late. And so they may just push through like they did last round. And that's the ultimate counter to your play here, and it worked. But instead of adjusting, you just kept going for the same thing. Luckily, it worked out this round. And your teammate peeked before the flash, or he peeked with the flash. That's not the worst play if he was trying to do that on purpose. One up on Balk, you hear those shots. So you guys need to get that. And then you need to turn around. Yeah. So you see your teammate going out right. That means you have to look left. You have to trust that your teammate's going to get that kill. Regardless if your teammate gets the kill or not, you need to look left. Luckily, you pull left fairly quickly, and you're able to get that trade, but your teammate's left in a 1v3, and he does lose it. Going for nade, going for molly. Once again, you missed the lineup. Oh, different lineup this time. Okay, so that's a porch molly. I like that. Or it may not have actually landed. You may have thrown it incorrectly, but I like the idea. So you get flashed out. You're entering. All right. You're not really thinking. And it seems that you're used to playing against lower level players that aren't as good at holding angles as some higher level players might be. So what you're doing right now is a big no-no. There's usually some guy in big pit holding with an op, with a rifle, whatever, and you'd be dead right now. You couldn't even shoot back at this point because you have a nade in your hand. There's so many different lineups that you can throw, so you don't have to jiggle this with a nade out to get a smoke down there. Maybe practice some utility so you don't feel the need to peek into these angles, or at least let your teammate who's about to swing out with a rifle swing out first and then go for utility. But this is a misplay, and it's obvious that you're used to very quick plays working, getting away with a lot of stuff, being able to just out-aim people and make up for some of the misplays that you have. So yeah, like you should have died there a lot quicker. You still die, but that should have been very quickly. Like if your teammates hadn't blocked you there, you could have stayed alive, hypothetically. Which isn't good. So you're going to run through a molly here. Only take 13 damage somehow. I thought that would at least do like 20. There's the nade that does the damage. And you're just trying to make space. Not too bad. You get naded by your teammate. You did hear that nade come out, so it's okay. It's okay. That round, nothing was really expected. So you go for a car molly. Gonna flash. It looks like you're cycling through your nades as well. My suggestion would be to make individual binds, key binds for every single nade. Personally, I use 4 for flashbang just because I'm very used to that. X is smoke, C is molly, and then V is HE, I believe. I didn't do that until probably like a year ago. So 4 years of playing the game, I didn't do that. A year ago, I switched to it. It was a little bit of a pain in the ass for the first couple months. First couple weeks. But then, now that I'm doing it, I couldn't imagine going back to cycling through my nades. It's just so much quicker, and it feels so much more natural to have individual keybinds for each nade. I would highly recommend that. So you're letting your teammate go out first. That's okay. Good entry by him. You're getting bombed down. This round is very winnable. 3v2, you need to help your teammate out. You do attempt to. Ooh, he gives you op. Ooh. Tell him to stop jiggling in front of you. So you have a teammate in alt mid waiting for the mid push, so you guys are pretty much alone on site in a 2v1. Guys going through balcony. And this round should be pretty winnable. They're not going to have too much time to retake, so they got to get the quick 2 kills, but they won't be able to. Uh-oh, unfortunate timing there. You get the 1, and good job. Nice eco to win. So this is the last round of half. You go for a molly that you don't have to peek to throw, which is a good idea. Alright, you're going to chuck a nade here in a second once that molly clears, so if they do go for a car peek, they get damaged. Good timings on all of your utility. You might want to wait until a teammate comes up with you. That's the only note that I would have. And then after the first jump spot, you probably don't want to jump spot again. They could peek out, and it's not too hard of a shot to hit your head when you're jump spotting. So I would chill with that. But yeah, you're up to car. Maybe hold shift a little bit longer. That was a bit of lazy crosshair placement as you were aiming at the actual bags itself rather than where the person would play. And you have to be very careful with spamming into that. As a good player would most likely have an op on the other side and spam you back and probably get the kill because it's a fairly easy angle to counter spam. So you get a CT smoke down. You're going to throw a coffin smoke. Oh, maybe not. You guys are going to go towards A. Leave the one guy towards B. And you guys should have a pretty easy time taking A. So there's a moto smoke going down. You have molly in your hand. You don't need molly in your hand. All right. There's some times where players will rely on utility a bit too hard. At the end of the day, if you can shoot better than them, you get the kill. All right. Simple as that. Doesn't matter what utility you're throwing. Doesn't matter if you're tossing a flash or anything. So you're about to peek into this angle that nobody's really holding. I think the guy behind you might be, but there's a chance that he misses his shot or that the guy swings out from default. As you can see, the guy in front of you does not have a gun in his hand. So you don't really want to swing into this angle with Molotov or any nade for that matter, as I stated earlier. You want to have a gun in hand and just take that fight on sight and hope that your teammate can trade you out. Do an okay job at clearing sight, and that should be pretty much round secured. 4v2 A site retake, and you get the last kill half. Good job. Let's see where you're gonna play. Ooh, a different knife for CT side. Interesting. Nice Karambit Ultraviolet. Alright, so you're gonna be playing Porch. Crosshair placement is alright. It's either good or bad. And you can't tell just from looking at this. It depends on if you're pre-aiming for the crouch peak or headshot level. Either way, you're kind of in between both. So I'm going to assume that it's bad crosshair placement since it is high enough that it does look like it's trying to be head level. Your teammate gets a nice 2K on B. You realize, hey, there's only one guy on A. We can just hold this. Or, no, he heard him come up. So you rotate back. And now Bomb's about to jump out onto A site. Yeah, once again, this crosshair placement isn't good. It's just too low. Bomb's getting planted. You have a flashbang or a decoy. Couldn't tell. You just swing out. Yeah, not that bad. Taking the swing right there is not the... Is like the best play you could possibly do. You had a teammate behind you that's going to get the trade. It would require the T to get a very miraculous play. So you go for boost here. What gun do you have? FAMAS? Ooh, M4S. Okay. So you need to fall off at this point because you're going to get pre-aimed. Staying up there is very risky. At least move over to on top of Porch. Personally, I don't like this play. Usually getting spotted from an angle isn't the best. But then there's the unexpectedness of you still being up there. At this point, though, you got that unexpected kill on the guy. He didn't think that you dropped. You need to be careful. Your guy who was balcony did mask the sound of you dropping. Or make it sound like you dropped. Not mask the sound, but made it sound like you dropped. So it could have worked out for a third time. But I wouldn't recommend that too much. So you're flashing through. I like that flash. Very good utility usage by you. I'm going to be honest. There's been the couple times where you've peeked towards A with utility in your hand. But so far, all your utility is pretty good. You're doing a lot of flashes that you don't need to turn from. You're not really making them up on the fly. You just have good flashes for those kind of positions. As the person that comes up banana for the flank there, you need to play it a little bit slower. Like, yeah, there's a potential you run in there, get a 2K, and then die, but the problem is you die, and that enables them to go back A. You did have a teammate behind you that would stop that from happening, but I don't know how well that worked out. Are you going to forget to buy armor here? Oh, no, you didn't. Okay. While it's one of those where it's high risk, high reward, or lower risk and higher reward. Just thinking about it in a quick moment is, you know, I can push in here. I know that there's a guy back turned. I'm going to get that quick kill, that guaranteed kill, instead of going for the slower play where maybe you don't get the kills, but you secure the round for your teammates. What rank? This guy was level 10. He dropped down to level 7 after losing a 500 elo. He's global elite in matchmaking, though. I don't know how I feel about this. Everybody just getting stacked up on top of each other. I think the worst part about your gameplay is that your spatial awareness with your teammates just isn't that good. There was the one round early in the T-half where you were stacking up left side around a smoke with all your team. There's another time where you got blocked trying to unpeak, and there's been just lots of times in general, good shot there, lots of times in general where you're just bumping into your teammates unnecessarily. Couple things. One, you were loaded behind a smoke there, and then you ran away. You want to shoot, then run away, then reload. You flip those two. And then two, right here, porch is still your duty. You still need to watch lane run up. So yeah, you did see some guy here, but you have a teammate, two teammates behind you that should be able to get this kill. You need to look towards porch, which you almost just died from there, but full blind while running away after getting a full blind headshot on the guy, you managed to stay alive. So you are getting pretty lucky timings with some of these things. Let's see, this is going to be a B retake, 3v2. Pretty winnable. You do flash in. Again, you go for a reload there. 7 bullets down. I don't think that reload's super necessary. I do like the boost here. Good communication from your team, in all honesty. Oh. I don't know how your accuracy resets so fast after jumping there, but it worked out. Sure. Again, lots of luck this demo, it seems. Lots of luck. But you're going to go for a boost here, which I like. You hear him in alt mid. You cycle through your nades. You could have thrown that a second earlier if you weren't cycling through. Your opper teammate gets a little bit too excited, so he dies. And that's the problem with falling back on utility too much. Sod, are you a channel member? Because if so, you can DM me on Discord and I will get to it during this stream with all the information. But if you're not a channel member, check that out at the top link in the description. And then if you can do that and hit me up with all of your stuff before I end stream, then we can do that. Worst case scenario, we just do it next week. So yeah, you pulled out utility. You just, again, keep the gun out. Gun's going to get the kill more times than utility is. Utility will make the kill easier, all right? Make it a better kill to get, not a better kill. Buy a channel membership, please, Josh. So utility will assist with the kill, make it easier to get. But at some point, there's just no time for utility, all right? Like right under porch there, they know where you are. They're going to swing out to try to trade the guy. There's no time to throw that HE. It's a good thought to throw that HE. Maybe if your teammate gets the kill or something, so they're not looking directly at you. But in that situation, you just don't you don't have time to pull out the utility. Gonna go back for the boost here. I like that you pulled it out after a couple rounds of not doing it. It will catch them off guard, and it's gonna make them upset. Guys about to peek boiler door. Good job. And you're gonna stay up there again. Honestly, this staying up there has kind of grown on me a bit. I like the play at this point. So they do go for the spam, so you're gonna fall off. Oop, you see him, you're quick switching everywhere, you want to pull out the utility. Support the college kid. Be a good person. I like this angle here, where you kind of have the plateau of the column in front of you. You are aiming low, though. I don't know if you're just pulling in a Strala strat where they don't aim for the head or something, but aiming low, you want to try to break that habit. Nothing you could really do there in that situation, but you want to break that habit of aiming a tad bit too low. Oh, he was going to pull out some utility. You're waiting for your teammate. Don't smoke that off. Do not smoke that off. There's no reason to smoke this off just yet. So you smoke it off to rotate. You don't know if they're up to car. You don't have anybody on the A. Yeah, this is going to be a save round where you're playing for exits. Okay, not too bad. So you go for the fast play. I really like this fast play because that flash gets them so well. Oh, and he doesn't even expect you, Mexico? That's crazy. You know that there's a guy in here. Oh, and you're hunting. You want this. You go for the flash. Look at this great utility usage. Except you blinded yourself and now you have no bullets. And yet you somehow get away? I'm astonished. I'm absolutely astonished. And you get the kill. Okay. I really like your aggressive plays. I like that you have little set pieces for them. They seem to be going very smoothly. I, in fact, may steal that aggressive alt mid play. And I'm definitely stealing just staying up here on the flower pots. It just works too well. And I know on the opposite side of it, it's so upsetting to, one, be the first guy to run out and die to the guy up on the flower pots boosted there. And be like, oh, man, why did that happen? But then it's even more upsetting to be the second guy that runs out there. I accidentally made it go fast. But I was trying to pause it and say that you did the same damn thing there. You flashed in, all right, and you shoulder peeked it with a smoke out. So let's zoom ahead here. How far back did I go? What the heck? I clicked right here. You guys saw it on the stream. It was somewhere here. Oh. I didn't. You still died. I didn't do it properly. Okay. Regardless, you flashed into Arch, and then you jiggled it with a smoke out after the flash popped. The whole point of the flash is to get the kill. So, do it with a gun out next time. So you're gonna walk right here. Let's see this smoke. You have some crazy utility guy. I like this. I like this one-way play. I need to start watching more EU demos because they just have that big brain EU utility. And the guy just keeps walking. The guy just keeps walking through the smoke. I don't know how that works out for you, but it does. What's this crosshair placement? I know that deeper, their heads are gonna be lower. I get that. Okay. But their heads are not going to be that low. You want to raise that crosshair placement up just a smidge. I don't stream on Twitch. I used to a decent amount. Not a decent amount, but I used to replace every YouTube stream, unless it was a demo review stream, by streaming on Twitch. Like if it was a team practice or a match or something. but I just don't get the viewership on Twitch that I do here, so I usually stream on YouTube. Although I would love Twitch subs, and I like Twitch chat a lot better. I like the clip ability, but I just get more of an audience here at YouTube, and it's much more fun. Like, although Twitch is a much better platform for streaming, I like interacting with people more than being able to have clips and subs and all that. So you stick with the M4. Gonna nade alt. You could have waited on that nade a couple seconds. That wouldn't have been too bad. Is this a flash? No, that's a smoke in your hand, yeah? I can't tell what that bottom right icon is. This would have to be a smoke. What are these? What's this utility? I want to see you throw that. I want to see where it lands. If you don't throw that by the end of this demo, I'm going to jump in game and throw that. I'm just going to start, like, spending all my time watching demos, posting, like, short 15-second clips of cool utility that I find. I think that's it right there. I think that's the move. So they're coming up B. You decide to rotate through CT. Good idea. Just making a nice, easy retake. You have all your utility. You use it. Make their post plan a little bit more difficult. You swing off your teammate's contact. Great idea. All right, and now you're going to swing for your teammate. So you smoke bomb off. And you clear dark with a knife out. This guy is dead. Did he leave the game? I don't know. He was Nubox at a point in time. I didn't see him die. Maybe I'm just dumb. So they flash top mid. Yeah, after you get flashed, there wouldn't be a bad idea to fall off. It's a one-way smoke. I assume so. I just wanted to see how it landed. Yeah, after you get flashed off top mid, I understand your confidence there. You've been playing pretty well this game. Yeah, you're 30-16. But you probably want to fall off there. And you're going to pull the op out for the first time. Yeah, you waited too long on that mid peak. It's a little obvious that you're not super comfortable with the op. So you waited too long on that mid peak. You didn't go for the alt mid peak instead because you were too slow on it. And then you just scoped in balcony where your teammate already was pushing into. And now, being out in the middle of Moto right here, while you do have a pretty good line of sight on them running up porch, if you miss that shot, or even if you get the first kill, there's a very good chance that this is a one and done, where you're going to immediately get traded out. You're also still pretty visible from lane right now, so you need to push up closer to the Moto wall. Just things that if you op more often, you'll get a good hang of. Don't re-peek that. Yeah, you don't want to re-peek that. Just silly deaths. And then you're going to stick with the op. So you're going to hold mid. You didn't see anybody immediately, and so now you go for the alt mid hold. Again, timing is a little off. You do get flashed off of it, so you're going to fall off. Not a bad idea. You're holding this really tight. Let's see. Are you going to get the kill? You're holding this very wide. You have to understand the difference between the op and the rifle. All right, op, although you get the kill very quickly, and it's a lot easier to get that first kill, it can't multi-frag with the op that quickly as you can with a rifle. So you being out this wide with a rifle is perfectly fine because they can just run into you and you can just hold the spray down. But with the op, you can only get one, and then they swing out and they'll have time to trade you out because you're so far away from the angle you can't run back and hide. So you do smoke. 4v2, 4v1. Looks like you guys close this out and you won't even see anybody. So, good game. I want to see how that one-way smoke lands. Let's see. Also, little sneak peek. Got a new op. I'll show it off. New op skin. Also, if you want your demo reviewed, click the link in the top of the description. It's a bit.ly link. you become a channel member, and then it takes you through all the steps of, you know, messaging me on Discord, doing all that. So let's pull the op out for a second. Look at this. Look at this op. Pretty cool, right? I like it. And then you're up here. Crouched. Bottom left. Oh, you're so cheeky. You're so cheeky. And then what was that other nade you threw here? I won't be able to remember it. It was like something like that. I threw it wrong, but it lands up here. What was it? I guess it was a lot lower. No, it couldn't have been that much lower. I don't know. But you had some good utility usage. I really did like your smoke like this, flash like this play. That was pretty good, except your smoke was actually decent. So I guess you would smoke it like this. No, that's not it either. Is it? I guess that's kind of it. Let me take a rifle out. So you come up, you would smoke like this. Flash like this. Ooh, maybe it would flash a little bit lower. Am I just really bad at EU nades? Because I'm so, like, NA-brained? I really like that play, though. I'm going to steal that. And then the one molly you were throwing. What was that molly? It's like here to here. Yeah. Decent molly. Decent molly. You could also throw a flashbang like that. You gotta throw it a little bit harder. I had a different lineup for that flashbang. I believe it's like this. Yeah. Oh. Barely missed it. One more try. One more try for good luck. There we are. Oh, it was a right-click apps. That's smart. Oh, that's so cheeky. I had a one-way for a second there. Let me see if I can figure out the lineup. Yeah, I kind of have a one-way. Yeah, I don't know how well you guys can see it, but yeah, I have a decent one-way there. Oh, that's so cheeky. I hate one-ways so much, just because I know how much it tilts me. Yeah. Alright, I think that's it, unless anybody wants to quickly jump in and become a channel member, and message me on the details. I do have a league match tonight at 9:30 Eastern, and I will be streaming that on YouTube. Be sure to jump in and check it out. If you want to check out the last league match, that video should still be up. I streamed it on Wednesday, last Wednesday. And then my match after this one is this coming Wednesday. So I have 2 matches this week, Sunday and Wednesday. I got a lot of support on the first one. So if you were there, thank you for that support. And I would love it if you would come out and check it out again. Also, quickly, if you want your profile signed by me, you want to add me on Steam, feel free for either. There's no like price to pay. There's no fee or anything like that. All that information is in my link tree, which there is a link in the description of this video. You click the link tree, it takes you to all my links and stuff. And just add me on Steam, or if you want a profile sign, leave a comment on my profile asking for one, and I will get to it later today. So, I don't use that one way more often behind teammates. Yeah. My mic is the Shure SM57, and then I use Voicemeeter Banana as an audio processor. So, thank you all for watching. Hope you have a good day, and I will see you next time.